I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep, cannot dream tonight. I need somebody in all.
Hey girls and gays! First of all, I just want to say, yes, I know I look atrocious. It's currently 10:30 p.m. It's Wednesday. I wasn't gonna do my hair or makeup at 10:30 p.m. It just wasn't gonna happen. I wanted to film this video, and also my camera was out of battery, so that's why I'm filming on my phone. Again, sorry about the quality. So I've been getting a lot of requests to do a paint with me video. So what am I painting tonight? I bet you're all wondering. Another whale. So I'm doing this so late because I only had like 2 class periods to finish this. We're going in. This is my project. I don't want to say final. I don't know if it's final. I don't think it is. It's just a project. For whaling class, so that's why I'm painting another whale. I'll tell you the idea I have and then we'll dive right in. My idea is that in the corner here, I'm gonna paint a thank you bag, a plastic shopping thank you bag, and then have like a whale over here, like opening its mouth to eat it, or like a small whale like swimming up to the bag, because my topic I chose was consumption of plastic in whales. That's my project, and I'm gonna write a little bit about it, and boom. So I'm gonna start off with just painting the ocean. I'm gonna paint it like all blue and stuff, and then we'll get into the details. You might ask, Maddie, why are you always painting whales? Good question. I think whales are pretty frickin' cool to learn about. I never really thought twice about whales before I started taking a class. I think I like to paint whales because I think whaling is like Whaling is pretty artistic. And you might be thinking, Maddie, how is killing a bunch of whales artistic? I don't support killing whales. Let's say that first. I think whaling is artistic because I should turn this into part of my project and talk about like whale consumption of plastic. Hey Miss Hewitt! Why I think whaling is artistic. Whalers got pretty freaking bored when they were on a whaling ship for like years at a time, so they had to have hobbies, right? Their only hobby can't be like cutting up a whale, right? They would make like scrimshaw, which is like art etched into whalebone, whale teeth, etc. And that stuff is freaking beautiful. I showed it in my New Bedford Whaling Museum vlog. You should watch that. Why don't we talk a little bit about whales' consumption of plastic? Literally all my subscribers who don't care about whales are clicking off. This is actually like freaking important, so don't click off. Whale consumption of plastic. Alright everyone, I feel like I am knowledgeable on this topic enough that I can speak on it, because you know what, I took environmental science last year. Did I do a lot of the work? No, but I took it. We talked a lot about like plastic and how to not use as much plastic and why plastic is bad for the environment. And now in whaling we're talking about how, yet again, guess what comes up? Plastic. Plastic is killing whales, people. It's killing whales. We need to cut it out. Pretty much what is happening, whales, especially baleen whales, like are being found dead with like tons and tons of plastic in their system, in their bodies, etc. Alright, when you're thinking of whales consuming plastic, yes, they do consume like full plastic bags, full bottles, full like flip-flops, stuff like that. That has been found in whales. But what I have learned is that the plastic in the ocean is just being so like, it's like degrading, if that's the word, into like little tiny microscopic pieces, and that is just filling our oceans. Not even microscopic either, like just like tiny pieces of plastic because of like the currents and the waves and stuff like that. Baleen whales, they're the whales that have like, you see it in Dory, like the kind of grassy, they don't have like teeth, they have like the kind of grassy looking stuff. That's baleen. And so they just take, what they do to eat is they take a huge gulp of water and then they filter out everything that they don't need. So like they pretty much like filter out like all of the water, all of like the salt, whatever the heck. They just keep like the krill, whatever, anything they pick up to eat, like that's what they keep in the system. And so when they're taking these huge gulps of water and filtering out, they're not filtering out the plastic. They're not filtering out the plastic because it's a plastic bag, or they're not filtering out the plastic because it's just like in the water. They can't like distinguish plastic because animals aren't made to do that. And also what is happening is that since there's so much plastic in the ocean, and since it's so little, as I said, it's getting into the system of like fish. Animals that eat other animals are carrying the toxins of the plastic in their bodies. So when the bigger animals eat the smaller animals that have the toxins in their body, the toxins gets transferred to that other animal. Does that make sense? Like, that's even harmful towards us as humans. So even if you don't freaking care about whales, you should care about this, because you could be eating a fish that has a bunch of plastic toxic waste in it, and that's freaking gross, and you can get sick. I'm just saying. There's the tea on that. It sucks because like early whaling, we killed so many whales because everything pretty much when whaling was at its peak, we as humans used like everything from a whale for freaking everything, like to make corsets, to make hairbrushes, oil and lamps, stuff like that. We used it for everything. We killed so many whales, and then when people were like, I don't know if we should be killing all these whales because they're kind of dying out. All right, let's not kill these whales as much anymore because we need to have whales for the future. So they started putting like limits and whatever. Then there was a group of people who were like, let's not kill these whales because they're creatures who should live in the ocean and we're disturbing them, and that's not okay. The whole save the whales thing, like, kind of following with my own personal beliefs. I believe we shouldn't be killing whales because they're creatures in the ocean that we are disturbing, and that's not cool. I don't think we should just stop whaling because we need more whales for the future for like commercial use. We should stop whaling because whales shouldn't die because of our needs. The whole Save the Whales campaign like kicked off or whatever. The IWC that put regulations on whaling. Bunch of countries joined. Now there's like regulations on whaling, etc. So there's not as much whale deaths happening from whaling. Since whaling has been regulated, the killing of whales and the death of whales obviously has decreased in the way of people are not going out on ships and killing them anymore. But now we are still killing them because we are polluting our waters and going out with these like giant like shipping boats. Is that what they're called? Giant boats. The boats are just so big that when they hit the whales, they don't even know. So the mixture of like our polluting waters, climate change, the water's warming, our giant boats hitting whales, like all of these things combined are now killing whales instead of people just going out in boats and killing them. But there still are people going out in boats and killing them. Did anything I just say makes sense? That's why we should be saving whales. Oh. So I'm gonna let this dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna start painting the bag. I don't know how big I want to make the bag. I'm going to read you some statistics because now this video is a part of my project. This is so cute. Oh my god, I'm getting schoolwork done while running my YouTube channel. My mind is so powerful. So in 2018, a sperm whale was found with 115 drinking cups, 25 plastic bags, plastic bottles, flip-flops, and over 1,000 pieces of string in its system. What's up with that? You know what I say to that? Found with 115 drinking cups. Let's use reusable drinking cups. I'm not gonna say that I use a reusable cup every single day because sis, I don't. But I'm gonna put that on my New Year's resolution to use more reusable cups. 25 plastic bags. You know what I say to that? You can use reusable bags. liking her. So what I have to do next is kind of plan out how I'm gonna write the thank yous.
Don't waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my head.
Guys, I'm back. So I painted this so far. I realized while doing this, it would have been way easier to just paint the entire thing white and then do the thank you and thank you lines in red. I don't know why I didn't do that. Okay, so this is what I have so far. I freaking hate it. But I'm gonna go to bed now. I'm tired, so I'm gonna finish there tonight and pick up tomorrow. Hey guys, so I'm filming a voiceover now. Ooh. Okay, so pretty much what I'm doing in this clip is that I am starting to paint the whale. I had some trouble with it, but I eventually got it to a point where I really liked it. So at this point in time, I'm just gonna really try and hit home the point of this video. Okay, so let's get into it. So pretty much what I'm trying to say with this video is that I hope you all will think twice before using maybe like a plastic water bottle or plastic bag, plastic straw, stuff like that. My quote-unquote campaign is to make people really be aware of how much plastic they're actually using, and so just trying to tell you guys you can use other things or just cut out some things of plastic. So like plastic straws, you could use metal, you could use cardboard, anything like that. When I go to restaurants, I don't ask for straws, or if they give me a straw, I just say no thank you, because I just don't think it's necessary if I get a cup of water and I'm given a straw. And I read this one thing from greeneducationfoundation.org, and I really didn't think about this. It said use matches instead of like the plastic lighters for things, and I never really thought about that. Like, I feel like that's just such an obscure plastic thing. Like, I just don't think about that. So I was like, oh my god. So yeah, guys, I definitely need a little bit of extra help in the thought of using reusable items instead of plastic. There are so many times where I do come into school with a plastic coffee cup, and that is just not okay. So just everyone take a really good look at your everyday life and how much plastic you actually do use. Like, when you're getting vegetables and stuff like that at the grocery store and you put them in those plastic bags, you don't really need to put them in those bags. You can just put your vegetables or fruits in the cart and then put them in your reusable bag that you brought from home. And I just was watching a video on YouTube of Acacia Kersey. Y'all should watch her channel because she is... I love her, but she's really into buying homemade, like out of wood, toys for her children rather than plastic toys. She's really into, when she's grocery shopping, not using a lot of plastic. So she's a really interesting channel to watch if you guys are really into like environmental stuff like that. But even if you're not into environmental stuff, I really challenge you all, just try to cut down on the use of plastic. That's just what I'm really trying to tell you. Like, as I said earlier, it's really affecting our oceans. It's kind of like to a point where we're not going to be able to turn back from it. So many whales and other sea creatures are dying. So I'll link the Green Education Foundation website down below because they have a really great list on how to cut down on plastic. Hey guys, so I finished. I freaking hate it. It's literally the worst thing I've ever done, but that's okay. I tried. This looks, but, I like the whale. The whale's cool. I don't like the thank you bag. This freaking sucks. It sucks, but it's fine. Thanks.